Hey everybody, it's Amy here, and I am ready, a couple minutes late, but I'm ready for today's Essential Oil 101 class. What I hope to touch on today are what essential oils are, why you would use doTERRA, how you use them properly, and how you get some of your own. I got started with essential oils almost 3 years ago now, which seems crazy, and little did I know what kind of trouble I was getting into. But I had a recurring health issue and I wasn't finding any answers traditionally that were helpful, and I was just really struggling, and my mom got some oils and she mixed up a recipe and she gave it to me and I had instant relief for my symptoms, and I've really never looked back. We got our own oils and we use them now for everything, for our health, for our mood and emotions, cooking, cleaning. I really truly don't know what we would do without them. So I'm passionate about helping others understand how to use oils, and I think that they should be used with respect. So I like to help people understand how to use them properly. So first of all, what are essential oils? The sciencey term would be volatile aromatic compounds. Basically, they're kind of like the lifeblood of the plant, and what's really great is that plants have similar cell makeup to our own bodies. So an essential oil will support you on the cellular level, which to me is of utmost importance. I want to approach my health from the inside at the cellular level out, rather than looking at peripheral issues, or I want to go to the root of what's going on, and that's what an essential oil does. I'm not going to claim that an essential oil can cure or heal or any of that, but an essential oil absolutely will support your body and your body system so they can do what they're supposed to do and work how they were supposed to work and heal them, help you heal that way. So it's really an incredible thing when you think about it. Why doTERRA? There are essential oils everywhere. If you've left your house, you probably know that. You've probably heard people talking about them. And why I love doTERRA, I've had to come up with the 3 P's is how I break it down. So the first P is for purity. So doTERRA, for their oils, is undergoing very rigorous, very expensive third-party testing. So every oil is tested at the source, in a lab, and at the plant before the oils go out to our homes. And they do this with each batch of oils. And if there's anything that was ever called into question, they've kept a little vial with a number, like on the bottom of all of my bottles, there's a number, and that corresponds to a batch they've kept some of that oil. So if anything was ever called into question, they could prove the purity. It's really important to me, if I'm going to be putting it on my own body, and especially now that I have a little girl on her body, that it's got to be what it says and is, nothing else. That's super important. The next P is for potency. This is something I just love about what doTERRA does. They're working with local farmers all over the world, where the plants that the essential oils come from are grown indigenously. So I could grow lavender in my backyard, but it won't have the same potency and the same chemical constituents as lavender grown in the Eastern Alps of France and Bulgaria. So you're getting the most beautiful myriad of chemical constituents, and you're getting the most bang for your buck. These oils are very powerful, they're very potent and effective. So I really appreciate that. I want to know that every time I order a bottle of lemon, that each one will be just as effective as the last and potent. And the last P stands for philanthropic. So doTERRA is really great about caring for the people that are providing the oils. So they're providing education and fresh water and hospitals and schools. So they're supporting the whole community, not only just the farm where the oils are coming from, in a really incredible, sustainable way. And that's really important to me. When I open a bottle of vetiver, for example, I know that it's come from Haiti, and I know that for the first time, people in Haiti are getting fair prices for all the hard work that they're doing to harvest vetiver oil. And that means a lot to me, and I know that they got fresh water because of my purchase of these oils is supporting that. And I want to know that these oils, when I use them, are not only doing good for myself and my own family, but also for the people that they're coming from. Next is how you use an essential oil. So there are 3 ways. You can use an oil aromatically. You could use a diffuser, or you could just open up the bottle and smell it. You could put some on a cotton ball or a Kleenex over an air vent. Aromatically is a great way to affect a whole room of people without having to actually touch somebody. It's very effective for your mood. It cleanses the air. I love diffusing oils. I have diffusers in every one of my every room in our house now, and I just think it's such a great way to support our bodies with the oils. The next way is topically. I like to say, when in doubt, put the oil on the bottoms of your feet. You have not very sensitive skin there, and all your nerve endings are, there, so it just goes right through your body in a matter of minutes, really. If you want, you could put an oil right on an area of discomfort. If I were to use the digestive blend Digest Zen, I might put that right on my stomach. Or Deep Blue, the soothing blend, I might put that right on an area that's sore. I like to talk about diluting an essential oil and how I do that. I use fractionated coconut oil, and what I mean when I dilute is I just put about a dime size amount in the palm of my hand, and then I add my 1 to 2 drops of essential oil, and then I apply it. By doing that, not only does my essential oil go further, I've weighed it down so it doesn't evaporate. I'm able to cover a larger surface area, which is great. And it gives my body more time to process the oil that I've just put on it. Essential oils are, like I said, super powerful, and I want to help my body process it well and give it a little bit of time. And it keeps it a little more localized too when I do that. I always recommend diluting for anybody under the age of 6 and anybody who is elderly with more sensitive skin. But it's really a great rule of thumb for anybody. I did it more regularly when I was pregnant, but it's just kind of a win-win. There was something I was going to say about diluting. I've forgotten, but maybe it'll come back. Something else to mention is that a dose of oil is really, truly just 1 to 2 drops. If you do more than that, you've kind of just overwhelmed your body. So all you need is a drop or two. Less is more, and consistency is key, as my mother likes to say. So that's applying an oil topically. And the last way would be using an oil internally. And I would only ever use doTERRA oils internally because I am confident of their purity. And I don't major on this form of usage, but I think it's an incredible way to support our body when we need it. Something that I might do is a citrus oil in my water throughout the day. Or if I feel like I've got something coming on, I might put some oils in a veggie cap, which is just an empty pill capsule basically, and take the oil that way. If you're going to be taking it in water, you're going to want to use glass or stainless steel container because oils, especially citrus oils, can dissolve petrochemicals, and you don't want to be drinking those. Or you could just put a drop underneath your tongue in a pinch. So those are the 3 ways that you use essential oils. No matter how you do it, it's eventually going to be systemic. There's not necessarily a right or wrong. Sometimes there is, but it's usually just like there's maybe a better way you could have done it. So it's not rocket science. It takes a little bit of common sense, though, to figure that out, or a really great reference book or an app. I'm going to touch a little bit on some of my favorite oils. So let's talk about lemon first. Lemon, to me, is every home should have a bottle of lemon because there's so many things you can do with it. And at 4 cents a drop, it's kind of like, why not? I clean with it all the time. I love it in my water. Like I said, I feel like that's the best way to start my day for supporting my digestion and uplifting my mood and helping me stay focused. It's just the best way to start. Yeah, I think it's great in cooking recipes. I feel like I'm always reaching for my bottle of lemon. Lavender is another really great one. This one is very calming and gentle. It's very like peaceful and relaxing, great before bedtime, great if somebody's worked up. If myself or my daughter are worked up, I'm pulling out some lavender and putting that on. It's very supportive for opening up airways even. I don't know if a lot of people might not know that. And it's great for your skin if you have any kind of an irritation, maybe a bug bite or a cut of any kind. You can put it on that way. So we love our lavender. Peppermint. I like to say I can either spend about $5 on a Starbucks drink, or I can open up my peppermint and smell some of that oil. It's amazing how it energizes me and wakes me up. A great way to start your day. I use it all the time before I work out or during a workout if I'm just really huffing and puffing. It's very cooling if you've been in the sun too long and you've got a sunburn. That's the oil, a great oil to be reaching for. And if you have a fever, it is amazing how it can support. I mean, fever's not a bad thing. It means your body's working hard. But to keep you comfortable while your body's doing that is a really nice thing. Melaleuca is commonly known as tea tree oil. So this is very, very cleansing, antifungal, antibacterial, all those things. So I do a lot of cleaning with it. My husband used to work in a group home, and anytime he gets a cut, it starts to look funky, as I like to say. So we use a lot of Melaleuca for him. If you've got anything weird going on with your toenails, Melaleuca, it's great for your scalp, maybe a couple drops in your shampoo. Next is, I'll stop after this one. There's so many I could talk about. Digestin. This is the digestive blend. So this is one I was talking about. If I have an upset stomach, I put it right on my stomach. You could take it in some water. It has anise in it, so it tastes a little bit like licorice, and not everybody likes that, but it comes in soft gels already, so you don't have to taste it if you don't want to. There's also a really great digest tab that has the digestin in it with some calcium carbonate to support healthy acid response. So if you have an issue like that, it's super great. Okay, I am going to stop with those because there's so many oils I want to talk about. But those to me are just like some oils that we use regularly that I totally love and I feel like are must-haves for covering a lot of basic health issues. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is if you want oils, how do you get them? doTERRA makes it super easy to get them. I feel like it's really user-friendly. You can either pay retail, which not a lot of people do because it's the most expensive, but it is an option, or you can get wholesale. And there's two ways you can go about getting wholesale. You can pay $35 for your membership, just like Sam's or Costco, and you'll get 25% off of retail wholesale pricing all year long. Or doTERRA has these super generous kits that they've assembled that are like the must-have oils and products that are a really great savings, and then they'll waive that $35 fee and you'll get your wholesale pricing for the year as well. I like to say that with $35 you get me too, and lots of ongoing education and support in helping walk the health journey, because it is a journey and I sometimes feel like it takes a village. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you find that helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below or message me. If you haven't tried an oil yet and there's one that you'd like to try, please message me and ask for a sample. I'm happy to send something out to you. My daughter and I love going to the post office. We're always there. So I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for listening.